Hello, this is James Bush, your fine-tuned trader, with you on this Thursday after the New York close. Let's look at the market and see what it's done today and what we need to look for in upcoming Asian market open. Beginning with the euro dollar, we see that we've had a downward move for the day, currently trading at 1.2158. Likewise for the euro pound, currently down, trading at 0.83167. We see that for the pound dollar, we've had kind of a slight move up and back down, trading at 1.46158. And the Aussie dollar, Australian dollar, trading at 0.8432. For the dollar Swiss, we're currently trading at 1.1565. The New Zealand dollar is trading at 0.6839. And the Canadian dollar, the dollar Canadian, is trading at 1.0401. The dollar yen is currently trading up at 92.64. And the euro yen trading at 112.64. Pound yen 135.38. And the S&P closed relatively flat at 1101.4. Gold currently trading at 1,206.15, slightly down. And the Dow closed at 10,244. And lastly, oil currently trading up at 74.5. That concludes our look at the charts. Now let's look and see what the economic reports have for us. Going to tonight's market, we see that we have remaining no economic reports. So we now move to Friday, June the 4th. All day we have the G20 meeting taking place. The Swiss has SNB Chairman Hildebrand speaking at 3:40 a.m. The pound has the Halifax HPI month-to-month. That is a high important impact indicator. So let's look further into that. It's a change of price of households financed by HBOS. And it is a leading indicator of the housing industry's health because rising house prices attract investors and spur industry activity. The acronym stands for House Price Index, HPI, Halifax, Bank of Scotland. And the exact release date is usually not announced by HBOS until shortly before it's released. There are two earlier reports on housing inflation, but this data is broad and based on HBOS's internal mortgage approval figures, which can lead sale completion indicators by more than a month. And this is a relatively very important indicator of the housing market for the pound. So we'll be keeping our eye on that. The expectations are for it to come out at 0.3%. We have a low impact report, revised GDP, coming out for the euro at 5 a.m. And then we have for the Canadian dollar two important economic reports: employment change, expectations at 16.8K, and at 7 a.m. likewise the unemployment rate, expected at 8.1%. Then at 8:30 we have the building permits for the Canadian dollar coming out at expectation of minus 1.8%. And then we get the most important, significantly important non-farm employment change for the U.S. dollar coming out at 8:30, and that forecasted rate is 514K or 1,000, 514,000. Now we have the unemployment rate coming out at expectation of 9.8%, and then at same time 8:30 average hourly earnings 0.1% expectation. And then concluding our economic report for Friday, at 10 a.m. we have the Canadian dollar IVPMI. expectation for that is at 59.8%. Well, we've had another interesting trading week. Friday will conclude that with a lot of the releases coming out. Again, remember to keep your losses tight and close to you and allow your winners to run with the wind. This is your fine-tuned trader, James Bush, signing out for this market brief. Take care.